talk about video game music for hours, and that's kind of what we're going to do for the next hour, is talk a little bit about video game music. How many people like the Final Fantasy series? Awesome. Well, Matt has a few things he'd like to talk about the Final Fantasy series, and I get to go sit down and play with the camera for a while.
Nice. So getting started, what game would you think, when somebody hears classic NES music, what's the first game you think people pops into their head? Interesting. Most people I've asked would be the classic Mario. And the great thing about, the thing I love about Nintendo music is, you know, I had in television, I had a ColecoVision stuff growing up, and, you know, back in the day, you know, you had these sounds that just accompanied the gameplay and stuff like that, but it didn't really add any story or anything like that to it. But when Nintendo came out and they started adding these story elements to games, you had to create music that added an emotional feel to it. And I felt that Nintendo did that so well, and that moves into my favorite composer of all time, which is Uematsu, who is known as from Final Fantasy. Well, a lot of people don't know. I'm going to play this track coming up, and I want you to let me know if you know what game this is, real quick. Do you have any guesses? Say it again. Blow Fight now. Anybody else? That's incorrect. The name of this game is actually 3D World Runner. And this game was composed by Uematsu. Yeah, so it's really interesting. And actually, Brandon, was it last year you actually met Uematsu and you got an autograph?
2 years ago at Nerdfest.
Nerdfest. So this game was actually created at the beginning of 1987, and leading up to the end of '87 was when he composed for the first Final Fantasy game, and really where he made the name for himself. And everybody knows where he goes from there. And he did some other works for. He did Lost Odyssey for the Xbox 360, which is a free download now if you have an Xbox subscription. Highly recommend getting it. Great soundtrack, really fun game. So what other games jump to mind when you guys think of it? Because I love all kinds of video game music, but I am specifically a retro gamer. So I mean, all these games are just fantastic. But like, when you think of like a nostalgic NES game, what is it just immediately just jumps to your head? Mega Man games.
I heard of Battletoads.
Battletoads, fantastic. Battletoads is absolutely amazing. And some of the cool things about a lot of NES tracks that came out is a lot of tracks have been remixed by a lot of chiptune artists and that. So like, for example, you know, you have the iconic the prelude from the original Final Fantasy, which makes its way into, I would say, almost every Final Fantasy game in some way or another. And it's something so simple. But it's just, when you hear it, you just get hit with that nostalgic, that emotion. He's just such an awesome composer. So it's no wonder that, you know, in the gaming world, he's made such an amazing name for himself. And then, you know, for example, in the original Final Fantasy, you also had this track, which was redone. And anybody know what game this was redone in? Yes. It's Final, you know? Which final? This track was also redone in a later installment of Final Fantasy. Do you know which one that was? 9. Mount Gullick. This track was redone for Final Fantasy 9, and it's just great when they reuse these tracks. Obviously, some people had some strong ties to the original Final Fantasy, so every Final Fantasy game tends to build upon itself in some way. You know, 9 also touched on a lot of elements from 7, and you know, in terms of referencing Cloud and the weapon shop and stuff like that. So when you bring tracks in from earlier games, I feel that just has such a great impact. So I'm going to talk about a game that a lot of people don't really enjoy a whole lot, especially for its soundtrack, but it's one of my favorites. See if anybody knows what game this is. It's a very, very simple song. No. Anybody else? Wayne's World? No. This is 1942. And it just goes to show you that, like, I mean, the difference, like, I just played the prelude for Final Fantasy, and this, like, the difference in the compositions, you know, like, you're not playing 1942 really for the soundtrack, you're playing it for the war element and stuff like that, but I just think it's great. They both came out very close together, so it wasn't in terms of like what technology was available, it was what could the composer bring to the table. So it's just, I don't know. I love this track. Some of my friends are like, how can you sit there and drive in your car and blast this down I-4? It's like I'm just one of those different people. I love 1942. So we're going to go ahead and move into the reason why you guys are here. We're going to go ahead and jump into some of this competition here. I'm going to start playing some songs. Hey, Brandon, I'm going to need your help with this. You know, it's going to be the first person to raise their hand will get a chance to just help, you know, read out the names and stuff like that. So let's see here. What do we...
Stop the music. Do that first.
Did you mean turn it up? Is that what you said? Turn it up?
It feels like I would rather go to the dentist and have someone drill my teeth.
We're gonna start with something.
He's just gonna keep it going in the background.
It would be a little easy.
All right, I think this guy over here was first.
That is correct.
Yeah, it was. If I hadn't put Mario Brothers 2 on here, DuckTales would have been the second choice.
All right, let's jump to this one. All right,
Let's go with the gentleman right here. Blue shirt says 85 and it has a Mario on it.
Nice. Punch Out.
Punch Out. And specifically, do you remember when this plays in Punch Out? Can Track Jacket jump up here? Stan, can you jump up here and do a little... get right in that camera frame. Yeah, guys, go right
there.
There
it is. There it is. Very nice. Love it.
Very good, guys. Thank you. That was awesome. All right, who's got this one? I see a blue shirt right back there.
Blaster
Master. Very good.
One of my old co-host before I left, this was his favorite soundtrack of all time. Was Blaster Master. Just every track in this game is near perfect in my eyes. And it's just, you don't find, I don't want to say it's difficult, but I mean, games nowadays, I have trouble listening to, like, say, every track on a game now is just fantastic. You know, like back then, granted, you had maybe 7-8 tracks, as opposed to the 100, 150 that you have now with what the games are capable of doing.
And replay value was really important. If you had a really bad song, some of these boards, I mean, some of these old games, you play the same board over and over again because it's so freaking hard.
And that's one of the things we touched on is growing up, you may have one game that lasts you 3-4 months, and if the soundtrack blows, you're just like, this is, I can't.
That's right.
All right, let's move on to this track.
All right, this gentleman in the back who is so excited.
Woo! Ice Climber, that's correct.
All right, I'm ready for the next one.
This one's really, really hard.
Oh, man. Black Jacket.
Mario Brothers. Not sure which entry.
Take a guess. It's NES, so it's one of 3.
Say number 3. All right.
Oh, wow.
Good job.
Is anybody else toes like digging into the ground as you're waiting for like, come on, say 3! All right. Red hair, right back here. I'm sorry to call you red hair. That's really rude, but you have awesome hair. Balloon fight!
Correct. How many people got very frustrated with this game?
Is there anybody who's played this game who did not get frustrated with this game?
What's the complaint about?
I mean,
I just don't have the coordination.
Lightning shooting your balloon, fish jumping out of the water and eating you.
All right, next track.
All right, this. Stan, what is it? Incorrect. Incorrect. All right, this gentleman in the gray shirt. Yes. It is Mega Man. Do you know which one?
Oh no, I'm so stupid.
He says 4.
Incorrect.
Wavy arm.
Mega Man, Top Man.
There he goes.
Wow. He actually sounded angry.
That's legit right there.
He was-
Started throwing chairs.
I don't know. Oh my gosh.
And now this track I consider to be possibly the hardest NES game, at least for me, that I've
This
ever
next
played.
one?
Yeah, this next track.
All right, I'm ready. I think this was the Legend of Zelda mask back there, but I can't hear because there's a mask on. I can't hear him. Castlevania?
Incorrect.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, right here.
Good job. Who was actually beating this game? Like legit, no emulator, no cheating. Who was actually beating this game?
You are liars.
I need YouTube proof right now.
You are liars.
But you
I
go
don't
through the
believe it.
game and you think you beat it, and it's like, oh, you got to go through the game again, and it's just going through the game one time is hard enough. But having to do it twice, that's where rage quitting was invented. People just snap their cartridges in half.
Yeah.
All right, let's get a good one here. Well, they've all been good, but here we go. Classic 2-player.
Oh man, this one's got the crowd thinking. All right, my buddy in the gray shirt has an idea. What is it, buddy?
Incorrect.
Not Zombie Ate My Neighbors. Although,
I love
kudos
those
to you for
previous tracks.
referencing
They had
the
like
game.
10 people
This
now.
gentleman right here in the black shirt.
That's correct. Good job, Akari Warriors.
This guy.
Very fun game to play in the arcade as well. If you haven't played it on an arcade cabinet, very, very interesting.
We would call him Akari for the rest of the
There you go. You're welcome.
panel.
You've earned the title.
And this game was actually, I'm going to play next, was actually remade, I would say, maybe a year or two ago. I got it on Steam recently, but one of the funnest games. There you go.
Is he getting harder?
It's a point-and-click adventure style game.
My gentleman friend in the blue hair,
What was the name?
Monster Mansion.
No, sir.
Good guess.
Good
Again,
guess, though.
points for reference.
Right over
Let's
here.
go Stan. Oh.
Incorrect. Good guess, though. Nope. Nope.
Uh-oh. He's getting angry at himself this time.
I'll give you a hint. Begins with an S.
It begins with a letter.
Yeah,
and that
begins with the letter of the
is
alphabet.
S.
No phones, you're cheating. The name of this game is Shadowgate.
Oh, that is a good one.
The one for the 64 is not worth playing or even mentioning. So
Wow.
if somebody does like that game, I apologize.
I'm gonna be honest, Matt. No one asked.
That was a sequel? What? All right, let's see here.
Us gamers, we get touchy about video games sometimes, don't we? Yeah. And sequels.
There we go. Now we see a bunch of hands. Right
All
over here.
right.
Yes, the original Legend of Zelda is correct. That is what you played.
That was a little
The
team
dungeons
effort
The
there.
dungeons theme.
No, that's okay. No, you're good. You're good. We
What is
appreciate it.
is this anyone's favorite Zelda out of all of them?
Wow, guys. Are we the oldest people in the room? Link to the Past. Anybody with me? Link to the
Link
Past.
to the Past for me, and then close to Zelda 2. I love Zelda 2. I know everybody's like, Ocarina of Time and Water Temple. Yeah.
He's a weirdo. Zelda 2. What a weirdo.
Yeah, I'm one of the oddballs. That's okay though.
What a weirdo.
Let's see if anybody had the item to play this game.
I don't know this is game. I just want to dance to this one. All right, I saw the gentleman with the blue hair back again.
Okay.
Well, said
I'm sorry.
Excite Bike.
No, incorrect. No, good guess though.
But you're throwing out some really awesome games, sir. I do want to recommend you.
No, sir. No, good guess though.
How about this young lady right back here?
Yeah,
Track and
correct.
field?
Track and field.
Dang, very nice.
The infamous power pad. Nobody actually used their feet on there, right? Everybody sat on the ground with their hands and created a rumble so bad it was shaking the windows in the house. It was out of control. I loved it though.
She's my new favorite person for knowing that one.
There you go. Good job.
She was waiting. She came in the panel and she was waiting for Snake Rattle Roll.
So this is gonna be a harder one. It's not the game you initially think of.
Uh-oh, Chris. I think Chris.
That is correct. Good job.
Dang, Chris.
Stage 6 as well, so it's later in the game.
Now I know why you walked in with an entourage.
When I first hear this track, it always reminds me of Contra, right out the gate. Just has that Contra feel to it. Let's see. What time is it? All right, about a couple more, and then we're going to start the actual competition. All the way to the back.
You got it. Yeah. Go.
Wrecking Crew. That's right. And the cool thing about this game is, at a point on the level during the song, it always timed up with that fireball coming off the side of the screen. You always knew when that thing was going to pop up. It was awesome.
Interesting
You had
side
that
note.
memorized, you know where to avoid it.
Interesting side note, this is actually the music that plays when Stan walks down the street.
I completely agree with that. Let's see here.
Yeah, I totally would.
Very good. Tiny Toon Adventures.
That's... Oh my gosh.
That's what I love to do.
Go
I
ahead,
love
pick
to do.
that one. I didn't...
Just shout it out.
Shout it out.
That's right. Swimming in Mario Brothers. No,
You better have firepower, that's all I got to say. If you don't have firepower when you're here. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't have to be the plumber that can breathe underwater, it doesn't matter.
Very good. Very good.
Jeez, Chris.
All right, this one is going to be for our gentleman right here in the front row. Let's see if he gets this one.
Man, Chris is on this again, but I want to go with this kid with the green hat right here.
That's right.
Oh, we should have picked you, the turtle guy. I'm sorry.
Who's actually beating this game? So people actually
Oh
got
my
past the
gosh.
damn part. We had to detonate the bomb.
She gets a high five again for beating turtles. I had that on save state at one point, and then I just gave up. I'm like, forget this.
Here we go.
That's on you. That was like 7
The
a.m.
red hat back there. Very good. And this song, from what I've read, is actually the most remixed song in gaming history. Bloody Tears. It's been in some. Yeah. It's
Oh, really?
It's such an unbelievable. And the thing.
That's crazy.
Really? I'll have to check that out. That's awesome. And one of the things that amazes me is that, Castlevania 2 did not do very well. I think when you had Mario 2, you had Zelda 2, you had Castlevania 2 that deviated from the original game, that people just didn't enjoy it as much. But this track is probably the most well remembered out of all the Castlevania games. I just always found that super interesting.
That's true. Mega Man 2 did build on it. That's one of the few sequels that really built on what the original was. And that's why it's so much better game, yeah.
Let's see
I'm
here.
I'm 4, but that's because I like Toadman. Oh man, he's got it.
Very good. Very good. Out of all the Simpsons games, you picked the correct one too.
Which one is it?
The versus Space Mutants. And these games were brutal, and we actually did one of our videos.
So for those of you who showed up a little bit later in the panel, Matt is from Cast Survive, I'm from retro_spectrum on YouTube, and we work together on this series we call Gamer Grubs, where we play a game, and then we eat a food, and then we decide which is better. It's always something new. So we played this game, which is a hard game, Space Mutants, Bard vs. Space Mutants, and then we had 7-Eleven's Slurpee Donut. It was a donut that tastes like Slurpee, and surprisingly enough, Slurpee donuts were amazing.
I highly recommend trying it.
Yeah.
Or at least watching the video.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Oh my gosh, I love this game. If Brittany gets this one, she gets a triple high five. Oh my gosh.
My goodness. That is amazing. Good job. So the funny thing, we actually tried playing this game legit, and it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. It took us probably 3 hours, even with an actual walkthrough. How people did this when this game first came out, I mean, this even dwarfs the original Metroid in terms of its complexity.
If you try to convince me that you beat Goonies 2 without some sort of internet guide or something like that, I will call you a liar. Like many Nintendo games, it's just ridiculous that there was a point in time they expected anyone to get through it. Did you get through it? Brittany is crazy. Brittany's nuts.
No hands, I love it. A good side-scrolling RPG.
I just like
Very much like Zelda 2.
I like the Moogle dancing. Chris, go for it.
Very good. Good job. This game is very underrated as well. The gameplay and mechanics in this game I absolutely love.
I actually saw the movie Xanadu once.
It's very close. It's what the movie was.
How I got into rollerblading. Oh, you got a couple people. You got a couple people. I saw this gentleman in the back here.
There you go.
Thank you. Stan, when you're doing that, you need to stand in front of the whole group and do it. Yes.
I think the world record for this game, I think, is just under 6 minutes or 5 minutes, something like that.
Right, and Stan, as you learn from Stan, that is a game about a monkey kicking people.
And the game is a lot harder than it looks. I mean, it looks like it's very smooth. It's actually a very challenging game. For only having like 4 or 5 boards, it's actually really brutal. Let's see if anybody gets this one.
By the way, I have no idea. I'm just acting confident. I have no idea what this is.
Is it something Mario related?
Negative. I'll be surprised.
Some of the people in the audience look like they're in pain right now. Like it's like their brain is almost there. We got one hand in the back, the gray shirt.
Nope. Good guess though. Anybody else?
Anybody else?
This is Gumshoe.
I was really hoping Brittany was
I put
gonna
it
have
here
that
and not put it. I decided not to put it in the competition for that exact reason. It is. I had to pick a really oddball out of this one. I'll do 2 more, but then we'll choose some people to come up. Nope. Right at the very back there.
Yeah, he is. Mega Man 1?
Yep. Do you know which enemy? Electman. Very good. Good job.
Very good.
All right. The final song before we start bring people up and start doing the competition here. No. Good guess though.
It does have a Kirby sound to it now.
Adventures of Lolo. That is right. Good job.
Very cool.
Okay. All right. So we want to go ahead and Brandon's got, I think, some people.
I do. I got some people. Ready? First off, Brian, you are definitely in for this competition. Can we get a hand for Brian? Second off, my girl Brittany. Because after this, I might marry her. We might snake, rattle, and roll right out of here. I don't know, that sounded bad actually after I said it. Then when I started thinking about it, sometimes the words when they come out of my mouth, they sound differently than they do in my head. And then of course, Chris, just get up here. So just a reminder before we actually start the competition, everybody in this room, there's still a chance for you to win a prize. Especially for those of you who showed up late, we want to tell you about this. Our good buddy Robo Ono has this really cool Nightmare Before Christmas piece that says Bunny.
That smells amazing.
Who? Robo Ono's? Yeah, no, he's got a really deep voice. You should ask him to say Bunny. Yeah, you should ask him to say Bunny. But anyone in this room can win this piece. All you gotta do is go to my buddy Matt's Facebook page right now. It's Cast Revive, and he has it on his shirt if he'll stand up for a second.
Business cards right there on the
Okay,
table.
yes, Cast Revive on Facebook. He has a question up there, and the question is?
What are some of your favorite games to play during the holidays?
And we already have a couple answers, and they are good ones. So if you want to enter as well, we're gonna pick one of those at random. And decide which ones is going to be the winner. And I'm going to check that out. And I'm going to actually ask my buddy Stan if he wants to come here and help us do the game show, so I can do 2 things at once.
All right. Absolutely.
So how this is going to work is I'm going to play a song for 10, 15 seconds. And it's not going to be who can guess it first. You will each get a chance to guess. And if you all get the right answer, you all get a point. It's going to be best of 5. So if you all get all 5 right, I would just keep going, tiebreaker rounds until we find out a victor here. So don't worry, if you don't have it, you can wait until this song ends to come up with it. So you don't have to worry about jumping right on top of it. So we're going to start off with one of my favorite games of all time. Good luck.
No help from the audience.
Okay, so we'll do is you guys will just tell me. Here, I'll bring you over.
Whisper it quietly into Matt's ear.
You can't remember? I can give it. Nothing? No, it's not Contra.
Give it over to the audience. See if anybody knows.
Yeah, okay, over to the, yeah, okay, right in the back there. Yeah.
Double Dragon. Come on.
Hey,
That chiptune CD.
move on to...
I'm going Brittany first. We got it. Mega Man 3, Snake Man. All three?
Mega Man 3, Snake Rattle
Not
and Roll.
Brittany. She said Snake Rattle and Roll again. But we love her still.
Right animal, wrong game.
That's right. Yeah.
We have Chris at 4, Brian at 3, and Brittany at 0. So let's see who's gonna...
It's a showdown.
Let's see, could this
Of
be
ultimate destiny.
This be Chris's victory here?
You're going to fun.
I'm just going to let this keep going. Brittany needs to get more of this music.
Alright.
We got 2 guys dancing. There we go. There we go.
All right, ready?
Brittany, do you have any guesses?
Snake rattle and roll.
Yo, winner.
Batman level 2 and 5.
Wait, we have Batman first stage, Batman level 2 and 5.
It is the original Batman, yes. This one was the original first stage.
Stage 1. Ooh!
Hey.
Ooh, tie-breaking
I don't even think we
time.
required the stage, but man, you guys.
Dang, that's how you stay in the game.
You go that extra mile. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Wow.
Now I'm not sure who I'm going home with.
Is it time for the final showdown? Will Brittany come back because they stalled it?
Brittany,
You're still in it.
I'm still in it.
we just don't want all the boys up here.
Yeah, I get it.
Little hint, my favorite track from this game. If that helps. Is your favorite track?
Okay.
It's my favorite track, so that helps at all. I'll let this play a little longer because this next song is really good.
The iconic metal guy.
Any guesses?
Any guesses? We can take guesses. I know.
This guy in the crowd has an answer.
All right, go guy in the crowd.
Battletoads.
Battletoads.
Do you know which level?
The best level ever, everyone.
Surf City. When you're on a little surfboard.
Yeah, see, I don't make it that far.
That is a fair response.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Okay, let's see here.
I need to start with Metal Germ Liar.
I know this, but
I think Stan got this one right.
French round it is. Good job.
Another tie, which means we continue in the showdown. The ultimate. Brittany, I need you to get 6 real quick, straight.
You gotta go more hit.
Hey, I'm hoping out for Christmas Miracle.
Hey.
Oh my God!
The answer is Justin Bailey.
But hey, Brittany got her first point, so let's give a round of applause.
We know who's got the mother brains.
The clapping stops. Ooh. Wait, let me ask you. All three? All three? Yeah. Oh, all right. So it's not Snake Rattle. I thought this is guided.
Oh, what level is this from?
The first stage.
Oh, baby. There's no excuse. You could actually reach this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Scrub.
Let's see here. See if anyone can get it. Give me a guess.
Tensions are high. It's all down to a guess.
Okay.
But who will win the day?
Rich, you got a guess for everybody? What's your guess right now?
Is it Konami?
I don't think that's a hint. We don't give hints. Not the competition stage.
It's the Reading Rainbow theme.
Thanks, LeVar.
No one guessed it? Okay, that was Russian Attack.
Russian Attack. Hey, doesn't somebody here speedrun that game? Check out Maddie J. What's your Twitch handle?
Maddie J311.
Maddie J311 on Twitch. You can see Russian Attack speedrun and other things like that.
Let's see.
Maybe you'll know the name of the song.
No, this isn't the next one, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just playing music while I'm trying to look for some goodies.
Segway.
Yeah, already did that one. Let's look for... Come back to you.
Give me a sec.
Come back to both of our space.
I know it, but I'm blanking. I'm blanking. I know it, but I'm blanking. Okay.
The answer was Donkey Kong Jr.
Yay!
The tie
Brittany
continues.
was close though. I want to stress that. Okay.
I don't know, man.
These guys are too good. These are. This is all smart. Zelda 2. Let's see here. Zelda 2. Get away, guys. Any other guesses, boys?
No, I don't got it.
She gets Metal Gear. Yeah! The comeback begins.
Could this be it?
And he's correct.
RC Pro-Am!
And after a long, harrowing battle, we finally have a champion.
Good job. Thank you so much. I want to thank Stan for coming up here and helping us be our third wheel. No, he actually helped out a lot. That was good. Thank you, buddy. All right. Just so you know, each of you guys will be walking home with a surprise. I'm gonna walk you through the vendor room and we're gonna grab you some cool stuff. Even you, Brittany, because I think you're the coolest one who's up here. So make sure you stick around. And while Matt's finishing out, I'm gonna check out to see who our winner was for the Cast Revive contest.
So thank you guys again for coming out. We really, really appreciate you joining us in this little craziness that is Nintendo NES That Tune. So we hope you guys had a good time, and like Brandon said, check him out on YouTube at retro_spectrum, and myself on Twitch, MattyJ311, and Cast Revive. You can find us on iTunes, Shout Engine, all of the good, lovely social media sites.
Do we have someone named Vincent here?
Yes.
Vincent, who likes to play Home Alone at Christmas time? Vincent is the winner!
Good job.
All right, and as I said before, thank you guys so much. Cast Revive, Retro Spectrum, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your Holiday Matsuri and have a great holiday, guys.